Good morning, students. As you remember, in class 10th, chapter number 4 is going on. That was agriculture. History I have finished. Chapter number 1 I have finished. And it should be remembered to you that 2 chapters are coming in your board examination. One chapter I have completed, that was the age of industrialization for unit test 1, periodic first. That chapter will also not come in board examination. Only 2 chapters have been given because course has been reduced. So only 2 chapters they have been given for the board examination. I have completed history and I was starting chapter number 4 in geography, that was agriculture. Some parts I have taught to you in that video. Today you will be hearing from me about the major crops of the country. What types of major crops we are growing in our country. Better you should have book in your hand. Important points will be coming and I will be explaining them in detail. See here how many major crops are given here, that are rice, wheat, millets, maize and pulses. These major crops will be discussed with you in this paragraph. Rice. Actually, it is the staple food crop of majority of the people in India. Maximum people, they eat rice. It is the staple diet, means they are using it in a daily diet in their life. Every day they are using in Bengal, Madras, some parts of Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, every state of South India, they are using rice as a staple diet. Our country is the second largest producer of rice in the world after China. After China, we are at second position. We are producing maximum rice after China. We are in second number. It is the Kharif crop. Kharif crop, I have told you, the crop which is grown between June to September. Because these are the rainy months and the rice requires maximum water, humidity. The minimum temperature it requires, that is 25 degrees centigrade. Rice requires 25 degrees centigrade temperature for growth. And in the areas of less rainfall, it grows with the help of irrigation. In those areas where irrigation facilities are not, it is grown there but in a less quantity, less amount. Rice is grown in the plains of north and northeastern India. In that side, means Assam, Meghalaya, Himalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura, Bengal, Odisha, Tamil Nadu. These states are there. In these states, maximum rice is produced. Development of dense network of canal irrigation and tube wells have made it possible to grow rice in areas of less rainfall such as Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh and parts of Rajasthan. In those areas where facilities have been developed for getting water, because the facilities now available in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and some parts of Uttar Pradesh, we are also producing rice in a maximum quantity. Next crop is, that is wheat. What about wheat? What type of wheat is? That is Rabi crop, because it is growing during the month of September to last of April or first week of May. This is the second most important cereal crop. It is the main food crop of India in north and northwestern part of country. In northern part of India, it is grown in a maximum quantity. This Rabi crop requires a cool growing season. It requires less temperature and a bright sunshine at the time of ripening. When it is required to harvest it, at that time bright sunshine is required. It requires approximately 50 to 75 centimeter of annual rainfall. This crop requires approximately 50 to 70 centimeter annual rainfall. This question has come in last year board. How much rainfall is required? 1 mark question. How much rainfall is required for growing wheat? There are 2 important wheat growing zones in country. In 2 parts, wheat is grown. Where? The Ganga Satluj plain in the northern side of India, and the black soil region of Deccan. In South India, it is also growing. The major wheat producing states are Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, parts of Madhya Pradesh. These are the states where wheat is being grown. The next crop is that is millet. Millet means coarse grain. Grain. Jowar, bajra, ragi are the important millets grown in India. These jowar, bajra, ragi, these are the grains, coarse grain, rough grain. They are also being eaten in different parts of the country, especially animals are using them. They have very high nutrition value. These grains, millets, they are using very high nutrition quality in them. For example, ragi is very rich in iron, calcium, other micronutrients and roughage. Jowar is the third most important food crop with respect to area and production. In India, ragi is also being produced in different part of country. It is also very nutrient. It is a rain-fed crop mostly grown in the moist areas which hardly needs irrigation. For ragi, less rainfall is required. Where no facilities are there, ragi can be produced there. Major jowar producing states were Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh and others. Till 2011-12 means these states have been or they are still there. They are growing bajra and ragi. Bajra grows well on the sandy soil and shallow black soil. Bajra, one more question. Bajra requires black soil and sandy soil. Major bajra producing states were Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat and Haryana. These are the states where bajra is being produced. Ragi is a crop of dry region and grows well on red, black, sandy, loamy and shallow black soil. This is the condition for growing ragi. Means well or red black soil. Sand should be there, it should be red in color, ragi can be produced. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Jharkhand and Arunachal Pradesh are the states where ragi is being produced. And you have seen that for different types of crops, different types of climatic conditions are required and different areas are there in the country where these types of crops are being produced. And three important things are there. You should remember climatic condition. You should remember the states, lands and places where the different types of crops are being grown. It is sufficient for you in this chapter. Dear students, next crop is that is maize. Maize. Everybody knows about maize. What is maize? Actually, maize, it is a crop which is used both as food and fodder. Animals are using maize and human beings also using maize in their daily life. It is a kharif crop which requires temperature between 21 degrees centigrade to 27 degrees centigrade. Maize always requires this type of temperature 21 to 27 degree centigrade and grows well in old alluvial soil. Maize, it is growing in alluvial soil. This is the type of a soil. In some states like Bihar, maize is grown in Rabi season also. Maize is also being grown. Actually, it is a kharif crop, but in some parts of India, maize is also being grown in Rabi season during the wheat season. Uses of modern inputs such as HYV seeds, fertilizers, irrigation have contributed to the increasing production of maize. Different types of facilities, they have played an important role for the maximum growth of maize in our country. Major maize producing areas, states in our India, in our country, they are Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh. These are the states where maize is being grown rapidly or in a maximum quantity in these states of India. Next crop which we are growing maximum in our country, that is pulses. Pulse is the next crop of India. It is major crop. India is the largest producer of pulses and it is also a consumer in the world. People of India, they generally use rice and pulse. Pulses are of different type. These are the major sources of protein in vegetarian diet. In the people who use vegetarian things, they need protein, and pulses give protein maximum to the people. Major pulses that are growing in India are tur, araher, urd, moong, masoor, peas and gram. These are the important pulses which are being produced in India. You should distinguish between the areas and the pulses which are being grown in Rabi season and which are being grown in Kharif season. This is given about the major crops of the country. I have repeated, rice is a major crop in India, wheat is a major crop in India, millet is a major crop in India, and maize, pulses, these are the major crops of India which are being used widely in the country. Now students, you have to read how many food crops other than grains are there. Earlier you were reading about the grains, wheat, rice, millets, pulses and maize. They were the grains. And now you will be reading the crops which are directly being eaten by the people. One of them is sugarcane. Everybody likes the juice of sugarcane in hot season, in summer season. Everybody, everywhere, there is a crowd, they are using to keep them cool. They are using juice of sugarcane. We will discuss a small content about sugarcane in India. It is a tropical as well as subtropical crop. Subtropical and tropical birds, they should be very clear in your mind. It grows well in hot and humid climate. In both climatic conditions, whether it is hot or it is humid, if it is raining, it can be grown. If it is dry season, it can be grown. At the temperature of 21 degrees centigrade to 27, it means maize and sugarcane, they have same temperature requirement, 21 to 27 degrees centigrade. And annual rainfall between 75 centimeter and 100 centimeter. Sugarcane requires 75 centimeter to 100 centimeter annual rainfall every year. In any of the crops, one requirement is asked. It can be asked that what is the temperature required to grow sugarcane. It can also be asked what is the annual rain requirement for sugarcane. So you should remember it. It can be grown on a variety of soils and needs manual labor from sowing to harvesting. Sugarcane requires labor work. It can have diversity in different regions depending upon the topographic conditions. India is the second largest producer of sugarcane only after Brazil. It means, who is the first country producing sugarcane? Brazil. Where is Brazil? Brazil is in South America. It is the first country, largest country of South America. In India, we are the second largest producer of sugarcane. Khandsari, it is the main source of sugar, gur and khandsari. From sugarcane, we can receive sugar, gur and khandsari. The major sugarcane producing states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab and Haryana. These are the major states which are producing sugarcane in them. Next major food crop is oil seed. Oil seed means those seeds which are giving you oil for your eating material, for your edible purposes. In 2008, India was the second largest producer of groundnut in the world after China. After China, we were the second largest producer of groundnut. So much. In rapeseed production, India was third largest producer in the world after Canada and China in 2008. Different oil seeds are grown covering approximately 20% of the total crop area of the country. Whatever agricultural area we have in India, out of that area, we use approximately 12% of area for growing oil seed in the country. Main oil seed producers in India are groundnut, mustard, coconut, sesame, soybean, castor seeds, cotton seeds, and other edible seeds used in India. Most of these are edible and used as cooking mediums. We require a medium to make anything fry. It requires oil. However, some of these are also used as raw material in production of soap, cosmetic and ointment. In medicine also, oil is used. Groundnut is a kharif crop. Groundnut is grown during kharif season and accounts for about half of the major oil seed produced in the country. Whatever oil seeds are produced in the country, out of them, maximum oil is produced from groundnut. The next, the areas have been given here also, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. UP also, in Andhra Pradesh and in Tamil Nadu, groundnut is produced. Next crop that is used as a fruit crop, beverage crop, that is tea. Tea is the next food crop of the country. Everybody is aware about tea, how it is used, why it is used, and what is the benefit of taking tea. Every morning we are awakening with tea. Wherever we are going, you are being served by tea. Everywhere it is required. What are the conditions about tea? You can listen. Tea cultivation is an example of plantation agriculture. Tea agriculture, tea plantation, tea gardens are there in India. They are being used as the plantation purposes. It is also an important beverage crop introduced in India initially by the British. In India, tea production has been started by the British people when they came here. Today, most of the tea plantations are owned by Indians. Whatever areas were there that time under British, all those areas now they are under the control of Indians. The tea plants grows well in tropical, in subtropical climatic environment with deep and fertile, well-drained soil. Deep soil is required, well climate is required, moisture is required. Tea bushes requires warm and moist, frost-free climate all through the year. There should not be frost at all throughout the year. In those areas, tea can be produced. Frequent showers evenly distributed over the year ensures continuous growth of tender leaves. Some amount of rain, showers like rain, it requires for the production of tea. Tea is a labor-intensive industry. Wherever tea producing gardens are there, laborers are required. Without the help of labor, nobody can produce tea. So it is an industry also. Maximum industries are producing tea for themselves and they are selling them. After coming in industry, it is being produced. So tea is an industry. Tea industry is there and it requires labor. It requires abundant, cheap and skilled labor. One requirement is also there. Every labor is not required for tea plantation areas, for tea growing. But only skilled laborers are required for tea production. Tea is processed within the tea garden to restore its freshness. Only those leaves are broken from the plant which are mature, which will be used to prepare tea leaves. Major tea producing states are Assam, hills of Darjeeling and Jalpaiguri, districts of West Bengal, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. These are the states, areas of the country where tea is being produced. Apart from these, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Meghalaya, Andhra Pradesh and Tripura. These are the states where tea is being produced. In 2008, India was the third largest producer of tea after China and Turkey. Maximum tea is being produced in China and Turkey. After that, we are here. Next food crop is coffee. Coffee is the next food crop of India. What about coffee? India produces approximately 3.2% of the world coffee production. Whatever production is going on in the world, we produce approximately 3.2% coffee in our country. The Arabica variety initially brought from Yemen is produced in the country. There is a variety also in coffee production. Arabica is the name of that variety which is being produced in India at that time. From where it has come? It has come from Yemen. This variety is in the great demand all over the world because it is having quality. So everywhere in the world it is required widely. And initially its cultivation was introduced on the Baba Budan hills, and even today its cultivation is confined to the Nilgiri in Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. In India, this crop, it is being grown in these areas, Tamil Nadu, in Karnataka and other parts of South India. This is about the food crop of India. You should learn the chapter. You should prepare the notes from every type of crop. Then only you can have better knowledge in major food crop. Now, next part of your major crop is that horticulture crops. Horticulture practice, it is used in maximum part of the country. The people who are having large area in their houses where they are living, they also used to grow different types of vegetables. This is called horticulture process. Horticulture crops are those crops in which vegetables and fruits are grown. India was the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world after China. Everywhere China is ahead from us in growing vegetables and fruits. India is a producer of tropical as well as temperate fruits. Mangoes of Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Oranges of Nagpur and Cherrapunji, Meghalaya. Bananas of Kerala, Mizoram, Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. Lychee and guava of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Pineapples of Meghalaya. Grapes of Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. Apples, pears, apricot and walnuts of Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh are in a great demand in the world over. According to food production, states are famous. For example, Himachal Pradesh is famous for apple and other precious food, delicious fruit. Maharashtra for orange, Tamil Nadu and other parts, grapes, UP, mango, lychee. States are famous for their particular fruit. India produces approximately 13% of the world vegetables. It is important point. How much we are producing vegetables? We are producing approximately 13% vegetables of the total production of the world. It is an important producer of pea, cauliflower, onion, cabbage, tomato, brinjal and potato. These are the major vegetables of the country. Dear students, now you will see that some crops are there which are called non-food crops, which are not being eaten everywhere, anywhere, but they are the crop, so we have to read them. See, the one is rubber. What about rubber? Rubber is an equatorial crop where it is being grown in those areas which are near equator or on the equator. But under special conditions, it is also grown in tropical and subtropical areas. This type of crop, rubber, It is also being grown in tropical and subtropical areas, but especially in the areas, those places which are near the equator. It requires moist and humid climatic condition with rainfall of more than 200 centimeter and temperature above 25 degree centigrade. This is the requirement of temperature of rubber. Rubber is an important industrial raw material. It is mainly grown in Kerala. In our country, because Kerala comes in subtropical area, so in Kerala it is being grown. Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Andaman and Nicobar Island and Garo Hills of Meghalaya, these are the states or places where rubber is produced. And in 2010 and 11, India ranked 4th among the world in natural rubber production. In 2011 and 10 and 11, we were the largest producer, 4th largest producer of the world in rubber. Now you will see some fiber crops are also there. Fiber, inside the crop, fiber are there. Fiber are useful for different type of work. We will see. In fiber crop, 2 crops have been given in your book, cotton and jute. First of all, we will read about cotton. What about cotton? Cotton was the only way, cotton was the only cause or indigo due to which the Britishers came here in India. It was cotton. It was indigo. We will read about cotton. Cotton, jute, hemp and natural silk are the 4 major fiber crop in India. The first 3 are derived from the crop grown in the soil. Cotton is growing in soil. The latter is obtained from cocoons of the silkworm fed on green leaves, especially mulberry. Silk is produced from a worm that is existing on a mulberry tree. Rearing of silkworm for the production of silk fiber is known as sericulture. This question can be asked, what is the sericulture? In one line answer can be given. The domesticating of the cocoons, the domesticating of the silkworm, it is called sericulture. Whatever material we get from the silkworm, we produce silk from it. Cotton. India is believed to the original home of cotton plant. Cotton is one of the main raw material for cotton textile industry. For making cloths, cotton is required. In 2008, India was second largest producer of cotton after China. After China. Every time we are after China. But we are there. We are in line. We are also the largest second producer of cotton after China. Cotton grows well in drier parts of black soil of Deccan, India. In Deccan, India, because humid conditions are there, something dry conditions are there, so it is growing well there. It requires high temperature, light rainfall or irrigation. 210 frost-free days are required, and bright sunlight is also required for its growth. For what? For cotton. When the crop of cotton is going on, there should be dry, bright and shining climate for a particular time. It is a kharif crop. This question can be asked. What type of crop is cotton? It is a kharif crop. Major cotton production areas or states in India are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. These are the major cotton producing areas in India. Second crop has been given here, that is jute. In different part of the country, jute is also being produced. What about jute? It is known as the golden fiber. So many works are there. They use jute in their work. Jute grows well on well-drained, fertile soil in the floodplains, where availability of water is maximum. In those areas, jute can be grown in a well manner. High temperature is required for growing jute. And West Bengal, Bihar, Assam, Odisha and Meghalaya are the major jute producing states. These are the states in eastern part of India. They are producing jute. It is used in making gunny bags, mats, ropes, yarn, carpet, and other artifacts. So many things are prepared with the help of jute. We are using sofa. Inside sofa, which thing is used? That is jute. Due to its high cost, it is losing market to synthetic fiber and packing material, particularly the nylon. So many other options are available in the market. So, people are not using jute bags in their daily life. And it is also giving harm to the environment. Dear students, you have read about different types of crops. Either they were oil seed crop, they were food crop, they were grains, or they were fibers, they were non-food crops like rubber. This was the short summary about the crops. But let us discuss on the other problems regarding the agriculture in India. Students, you know, India is having diversity in it. Physical diversity is also there. In some parts, mountains are there. In some part, desert area is there. In some parts, plateaus are there. This is the physical appearance of the country. Some areas in the country, they are depend upon the monsoon rain for growing crop. But some areas still require, there are no natural sources of water. So improvement is required. Generally people are depend upon the monsoon. But still this type of monsoon rain cannot satisfy the whole agricultural land of the country. What should be done for that? Steps, measures or reforms should be done from the side of the government of India. How? Some steps I have written here. They are required for the better agriculture in our country. See that. Collectivization, consolidation and abolition of Jamindari. These 3 points will be discussed here.